Gaurav, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Good afternoon, everyone. A warm welcome to the third Doctoral Symposium on Computational Intelligence 2022. I would like to take this opportunity on behalf of DoSCI 2022 to welcome all the dignitaries, management, organizers, researchers, academicians, and the students to the one-day program of Doctoral Symposium on Computational Intelligence, organized by Institute of Engineering and Technology, a constituent college of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Technical University, Lucknow, India, in association with University of Calabria, Italy, sponsored by Scientific Research Group, Egypt, Sciences and Technology of Image and Telecommunication, Tunisia, Scientific Group of Research and Technology, with publication partner Springer LNNS series, and the further extended paper shall be considered for publication in Elsewhere, Wiley, MDPI, and in the Science, etc. Journals are also available on the conference website. We would like to express our sincere gratitude for your presence in this opening ceremony as the gateway to initiation of our scientific program. Doctoral Symposium on Computational Intelligence 2022 is organized with the objective of bringing together innovative scientists, professors, research scholars, students, and industrial experts in the field of computational intelligence to a common forum. The primary objective of the Doctoral Symposium is to provide a platform for sharing the research ideas on international level and to meet the domain expert to discuss research concepts, methodologies, and career issues. Third Doctoral Symposium on Computational Intelligence 2022 has received around 260 submissions from 16 countries, and after rigorous peer review, a total of 70 papers has been accepted for publication with an acceptance ratio of only 27%. All the accepted papers shall be published in Springer lecture notes on networks and systems, indexed in Scopus, Web of Science, and many more.
Now, talking about the major aspects of the institutions, Institute of Engineering and Technology, Lucknow is one of the most premier and top-ranked institute among all technical institutions associated with Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Technical University, Lucknow. The institute offers BTech, MTech, MBA, MCA programs, and 6 of the UG engineering programs at IET, including computer science and engineering, are NBA accredited. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Technical University, formerly known as UP Technical University, is the UP state government affiliated university offering various UG and PG professional degree programs related to AICTE, Pharmacy Council of India, and Council of Architecture, New Delhi. The University of Calabria is a state-run university in Italy with about 25,000 students enrolled and around 1,000 academics. It is made up of 14 departments which offer 80 degree programs provided at bachelor and master's level, as well as 10 PhD programs. It is one of the most important and dynamic university in Italy. The entire audience is sitting together to find, explore, and implement innovative methods in technology. With an objective of encouraging the spirit of research and innovation, we begin the conference. Now I would like to pass on the verbal baton to Dr. Parul Yadav, Organizing Chair, DoSCI 2022, Assistant Professor, IIT Lucknow, and Associate Dean, Resource Generations and Alumni Relations at AKTU, Lucknow, to address the gathering. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, Yashik and Gaurav. I, Dr. Parul Yadav, on behalf of Organizing Committee of Third Doctoral Symposium on Computational Intelligence, DoSCI 2022, and IIT family, feel honored and privileged to welcome our Chief Guest, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Pradeep Kumar Mishra, in the inaugural ceremony of DoSCI 2022. We are blessed with your visionary leadership, sir. I would like to heartily welcome our guest of honor, DoSCI 2022, Professor Valentina Emilia Ballas, Oral Velaico University of Arad, Romania, Professor Giancarlo Fortino from University of Calabria, Italy, General Chair, Distinguished Speaker, DoSCI 2022, Professor Vineet Kansal, Director at IIT Lucknow, Patron DoSCI 2022, Professor D.S. Yadav, HOD CAC, IIT Lucknow and General Chair. Keynote speakers, Professor Danda B. Rawat, Harvard University, USA, Dr. Neelam Dwivedi, Carnegie Mellon University, USA, Professor Yu Tong Zhang, University of Leicester, UK. We are fortunate to have your presence, timely support, and guidance. I would like to warmly welcome Honorary Chair Oscar Castillo, Tijuana Institute Technology, Tijuana, Mexico, and Professor S.K. Mishra, Scientist, Indian Council of Medical Research, SGPI, Lucknow. Editorial Chair Professor Girish Chandra, IIT Lucknow, Professor Abhishek Swaroop, Bhagwan Parshuram Institute of Technology, Delhi, Dr. Ashish Khanna and Dr. Deepak Gupta, convener to SCI 2022. I would like to heartily welcome session chairs, reviewers, directors, attendees, faculty members, staff, research scholars, UG and PG students, attendees joined through Zoom or watching us live at YouTube channel, all the participants, student coordinators and whole organizing team. A very warm welcome to all of you at the inaugural ceremony of DoSCI 2022. Over to you, Yashika and Gaurav.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Now, I would like to welcome Dr. Ashish Khanna, alumnus of NIT Kurukshetra, and Inatel, Brazil, convener of DoSCI 2022, to address the audience.
Thanks, Yashika. Good afternoon to all the dignitaries, academicians, students, people from the industry, and all the participants from all over the globe. On behalf of DoSCI 2022, I, Dr. Ashish Khanna, the convener of the conference, welcomes you all to the third Doctoral Symposium on Computational Intelligence, DoSCI 2022. Organized by Institute of Engineering and Technology, a constituent college of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam University, in association with University of Calabria, Italy, and Universal Innovator Lab. Apart from academic collaboration, DoSCI 2022 also has support of international labs like SGRT, SRGE from Egypt, SETIT from Tunisia, SITER from United Kingdom. They are all. In this difficult time, when the entire biosphere is gradually coming out of the pandemic of COVID-19, the answerability of all the scientists around the globe have amplified tremendously. We all need to work together in this global village for the human welfare and the new emerging challenges. Conventional systems are going to work in different manner as per the new demands and modifications coming due to the effect of pandemic. Therefore, in the era of multidisciplinary research, the necessity of the platforms like DoSCI increases immensely, where researchers, students, and industry can come together to brainstorm, share, and present new ideas and technology. Let me share with all of you the successful and small journey and history of DoSCI conference series. The journey of DoSCI series started in 2020, where the first version of the Doctoral Symposium was organized at Delhi University College, SSCBS at Delhi, with the publication support of Springer. In 2021, another era of DoSCI started under the able guidance of Professor Vineet Kansal sir, and in collaboration with multiple other research-based and academic partners like DoSCI conference, reached a new height and became truly international by the submission of quality papers from all over the globe. Both year proceedings of the conference are available online now. In the current and third version of the DoSCI 2022, the registered papers will be published in Lecture Notes on Networks and System series of the Springer. LNNS series is Scopus, SCI Mago, Web of Science Indexed, and is one of the most reputed series of Springer. DoSCI 2022 have received around 260 submissions from 16 countries, and after the rigorous peer review, a total of 70 papers have been accepted for publication with the acceptance ratio of only 27%. We welcome our keynote speakers and collaborators from USA, UK, Italy, Romania, and various parts of the world. DoSCI series is conference series is considered to be among one of the most successful and unique form of the conference, helping PhD students and research scholars to publish their quality research papers. Apart from publishing papers in Springer LNS series, the further selected and extended papers of the registered papers will be sent to the following SCI and Scopus journals. First is Computer Networks, the International Journal of Computer and Telecommunication Networking, indexed in SCI with an impact factor of 4.47, Computer and Electrical Engineering, an elsewhere journal with an impact factor of 3.8, Expert Systems, a journal of Wiley with impact factor of 2.58, Intelligent Decision Technologies indexed in Scopus and ESCI, Sustainability, a SCI journal of MDPI with an impact factor of 3.25, International Journal of Modeling, Identification and Control, an InterScience journal with an indexing in Scopus and EI, International Journal of Networking and Virtual Organization of InterScience indexed in Scopus and EI, Interdisciplinary Transactions on Cloud Computing, IoT and Big Data. With this small history and information about DoSCI, I welcome all the dignitaries, authors, and attendees of the conference. Let us all enjoy sharing and gaining of knowledge to develop new ideas for the human welfare and growth. Thank you. Over to you, Yashika.
Thank you, sir. Now I would like to request Professor D.S. Yadav, HOD CSC, IET Lucknow, alumnus of IIT Kharagpur and University of Southampton, UK, patron DoSCI 2022, to kindly address the gathering. Share a few words with us, sir.
Thank you, Yashika. In absentia, I would like to extend warm welcome to the chief guest, Professor P.K. Mishraji, Honorable Vice Chancellor, AKTU Lucknow, and the dignitaries like Professor Giancarlo Fortino of University of Calabria, and our guest of honor, Professor Valentina E. Wallace from Romania, and the other guests, those who will be joining very shortly, the participants, those who will be attending the technical sessions. Rightly mentioned in the brief history of the DoSCI, we actually came into the picture last year during DoSCI 2021 with the objective that UP Technical University or AKTU, also APJ Abdul Kalam Technical University, this is actually affiliating number of institutes, somewhere around 300 plus institute located in the state of the UP. And there are around 400 to 500 active researchers working in the computer science, in the various areas of the computer science and information technology. They are working at the different places and they are at the different stages of the research. So with the objective of facilitating these researchers to explore the new areas coming out of their research work and sharing with the international community, we thought of joining with the DoSCI along with, in association with the University of Calabria. What last time it was a huge success, DoSCI 21, wherein more than 400 papers were submitted and the acceptance rate was somewhere around 20%, and the paper from the 18 countries were participating. Similarly, this is one step ahead in this DoSCI 22. Similar or the better participation we have observed with number of papers coming out, and the total acceptance ratio at this moment is around 25%. So we have been extremely careful during the reviewing process, and we have been able to select the best quality paper which covers the different areas of the computer science, prominent areas of the computer science. So these all areas, this covers from machine learning, deep learning, natural language processing, blockchain, cloud computing, IoT, so on and so forth. So with this object, I'm sure this is going to provide a good network, especially to the young researchers, those who will be able to showcase their result. They'll be able to formulate, how they can apply their concept in this area for the welfare of the society, solving the real world problems. And I'm sure that this is going to be very, very helpful to the research community, especially working in the computer science. So with this word, I would like to thank all of the guests, those who will be joining, all speakers, those who will be joining, and possibly from the next time, rightly mentioned, because of the COVID, we had to go online this time. And since the situation is improving across the globe, as far as the COVID is concerned, maybe from the next time we can think of having a proper doctoral symposium, maybe at Lucknow or some other place. So with these words, I'm sure this is going to be very, very helpful, and there will be fruitful discussion. I'm sure this is going to help the young researcher community. Thank you very much. Over to Yashika.
Now I humbly invite Professor, thank you, sir. Now I humbly invite Professor Vineet Kansal, Director at IET Lucknow, patron DoSCI 2022, for his welcome address in third DoSCI. We warmly welcome you, sir, to kindly address the audience.
Thank you, Gaurav. Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Technical University, Professor Pradeep Kumar Mishra ji, who would be joining very soon. I think he has just came out of the meeting. The Journal Chair, Professor Divakar Singh Yadav ji, and Professor Giancarlo Fortino from the University of Calabria, Italy. The guest of honor of today, Professor Valentina Bellas, and my colleague Ashish ji, Deepak ji, Parul ji, and other head of the department, faculty members, research scholars from IET Lucknow, from the university, and from the other part of the country and of the globe who have joined this conference, this doctoral symposium today. As the name suggests, this is the third series of doctoral symposium on computational intelligence. And this is the, you can see that being the third, this is the initial days, initial steps, initial footing of this doctoral symposium is taking shape. And as Professor Divakar was mentioning, it's taking shape in a quality front. So it's going very well. With the basic intent of starting this doctoral symposium to facilitate the research work and to have the research work of global platform, engaging the researcher of interdisciplinary nature, work on a computational intelligence as a main theme, and to connect. This was being initiated, and many people from the countries, as shared, 18 countries have joined, and quality papers have been submitted, which are due for publications, are participating. There will be 3 keynote speakers today from the various part of the globe, and which will further help us enlighten the audience today who are joining, with the intent, with the content which will be shared with them. We see that this is a doctoral symposium on computational intelligence, and we all do understand these days artificial intelligence and computational intelligence has more weight than the natural intelligence. I sincerely believe that we should not forget to use our natural wisdom, natural intellect, and to use our natural intelligence over the computational intelligence. And further, we need to look forward to strengthen the computational intelligence. Computational intelligence or artificial intelligence, we have been studied, in our, college days, when we were doing our engineering graduation, somewhere 80s or late 80s. And since then, artificial intelligence now in last 3-4 years has been become a buzzword. It is a change of algorithms, change of a lot of advances, applications of intelligence into the various field of the life and helping the mankind. I think with that thought, it would be a further area of research to fructify the research ideas of young innovators and the people who are working into it. I'm sure the deliberations which will be done in this conference and the sessions which would be shared with the people who are joining it would be a great importance and learning to all of us. Thank you, Professor Valentina Velez and Professor Giancarlo, who have joined from the different time zone to our conference. And I understand that it's been a really difficult especially, when, the time zones are different and we have going through a global crisis of different kind, after COVID. So, it distract up to an extent, but I think these kind of academic endeavor further give us an energy and enthusiasm to concentrate onto the work. Thank you very much for inviting me, and thank you all of you to join this conference. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Now, I welcome Professor Giancarlo Fortino from University of Calabria, Italy, General Chair, Distinguished Speaker DoSCI 2022, to enlighten the gathering with his words. Professor Giancarlo Fortino has a PhD degree and a laureate degree in computer engineering from UniCal. He's in the list of top Italian scientists with an H index of 55 and 11,000 plus citations according to GS. He authored about 450 publications in general, conferences, and books. He chaired about 100 INETL conferences, workshops, organized 60 plus special issues in well-known ISI impacted INETL General, and participated in TCP of about 500 conferences. We warmly welcome you, sir, to kindly address the audience.
Okay, so thank you very much for your introduction. And first of all, I'd like to thank you all, specifically my colleague from India, to have invited me, to give this very short talk. I'd like to also bring the greetings of my rector, as this event is co-supported by my University of Calabria, that is located in the South Italy, and that is one of the most important university in Italy, in the South Italy. Okay, so the greetings from my rector, Professor Nicola Leone, because I'm also the vice rector of international relations. We just launched, as we did every year, the call named UniCal Admission for international students, because we have 10 international degree courses, computer science, engineering, physics, mathematics, and so on and so forth. So this is another opportunity to establish bridges between our countries, between Italy and India. Focusing on this event, I'm very glad that the topic is computational intelligence, because computational intelligence is a pervasive methodology for next generation smart intelligent systems. And this is specifically conceived for PhD students, because the PhD students will be the future of our scientific and technological society. So this event is particularly important, in my opinion, because the target is PhD students, okay? Because they will do research, they are doing research, and they are collaborating with us, and we are mentoring them in order to create, again, the next generation of researcher and technological guys, okay, in the near future. So I'd like to conclude with a message of hope, as my colleague did previously. So the message is that we'd like to have this event, the next events, in presence, because this is something that we aim to after hopefully this pandemic event will be over, very likely end of this year, and very likely next year we could be able to start our conference events in presence or in a hybrid mode. And another message of hope is that we will be able to interact scientifically and technologically, apart from the world panorama we have right now. Okay, so let's focus on the scientific technical part and, bet on our best PhD students. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir.
Now I would like to welcome the guest of honor, Professor Valentina Emilia Belis, Aurel Velaicu, University of Arad, Romania. She is currently professor in the Department of Automatics and Applied Software at the Faculty of Engineering, University of Arad. She holds a PhD in Applied Electronics and Telecommunications from Polytechnical University of Timisoara. Dr. Belis is author of more than 270 research papers in revered journals and international conferences. She is the editor-in-chief to International Journal of Advanced Intelligence Paradigms and Intelligence Journal of Computational Systems Engineering. Dr. Belis has participated in many international conferences as organizer, honorary chair, session chair, and member in steering, advisory, or international program committees. It's an honor to have you, ma'am. Kindly bless us with your wise words and guide us.
Thank you very much for the invitation and the presentation. And distinguished lecturer, distinguished professors, dignitaries, ladies and gentlemen, and dear students. I'm very happy to be here with you. And I want to tell you that we are living in an age where technology has become king. Technology is changing the way we live, we learn, and we work. In recent years, a lot of research took place in the area of computational intelligence, area that is concerned with the development of the next generation of intelligent systems. I congratulate the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Institute of Engineering and Technology, a constituent college of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, Technical University, Lucknow, India, with University of Calabria, Italy, for such initiative, and hope that the conference will be used to enrich the knowledge in different fields of computational intelligence, communication technology, and so on. With valuable research, I'm sure that the symposium will evolve to become one of the most important international symposium dedicated to promoting research and developmental activities. I would like to express my warm thanks to the organizing committee, speakers, reviewers, authors, and all people that supported the symposium. This important event is serving to establish an international community of engineers and scientists of exchange for ideas and information. I know that all participants will come back to their activities with a great deal of information, which you will acquire at the symposium. Your speakers will be an inspiration for you all. I wish that the students present here will be inspiration for the new generation in the future. Also, I want to tell you that I visited many times India. I have many friends there, like Dr. Ashish Khanna and Dr. Deepak Gupta, my friends and my close collaborators, along many publications and many conferences. I know your system of education, and I appreciate very much your professors, your students, your university. You are all people. And I saw in Europe many Indian students coming and studying. We had also along Erasmus project, one Indian student 2 years ago, and we hope we will have in the future others, and professors too. We have exchange of professors. Also, I want to tell you that it's really a difficult time, because coronavirus is quite over for us. From 8 March, there will be good opportunities for us to circulate and so on in our country and so on. But you know that another big danger is very near our borders. And this war in Ukraine, it's so dangerous for us. And we are very, very near to this area of conflict. And every day, many, many Ukrainian people are coming in Romania. They are going in Slovakia, in Hungary, and many more in Poland. But they are suffering so much. I'm in touch with two professors in Ukraine that I know over conferences in India. One is Ludmila in a city north of Kiev. She's staying with her daughter without food, without water, in the basement in the night, 300 people there. All is destroyed all around. She's sending me a lot of pictures. The other one, it's the famous professor Dmitry Zaitsev, also well known in India. He's in Odessa. Odessa is not in a good position because it's a port to the Black Sea and it's an important interest. Anyway, we hope everything will be solved sooner. I don't know exactly, but once again, for Europe, it's a big danger. I wish you all a very fruitful meeting professionally. And this is a great opportunity for Computational Intelligence Society community to interact. This year, the big Congress in Computational Intelligence will be in Italy, in Padova, IEEE conference. And maybe some of you will be there. As I am involved in Computational Intelligence Society in technical committee fuzzy systems, I invite you also in such activities. And I want to finish my speech with the monogram used in Europe by student societies, and we are using in our country very often. I'm sure that to Giancarlo is the same. So in Latin, because we are a Latin language, vivat crescat floreat for your conference. In English, may it live, may it grow, may it flourish. In Italy, because the original words were ut semper vivat crescat floreat, possa vivere per sempre, possa crescere e fiorire, for Giancarlo. I wish you a very successful conference and to organize every year for your PhD students and PhD students around the world. Have a very successful conference. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. We hope Symposium accomplished its goal as mentioned by you. And also, we hope to get over the crisis soon. Thank you so much, ma'am.
I now introduce Chief Guest, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Pradeep Kumar Mishra, sir, AKTU, Lucknow. He's professor from Department of Chemical Engineering at IIT BHU. He's the member of Apex Committee, Disaster Management, Government of Uttar Pradesh, Member Board of Studies, Environmental Sciences, Central University, Jharkhand, Ranchi, and many more. We warmly welcome you, sir. Kindly share with us your views and wise words.
Sorry. It's okay now?
It's okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So thanks a lot for inviting me to such a prestigious international event. It's a matter of great pride for Institute of Engineering and Technology, Lucknow, as well as AKTU, Lucknow, that conference of such an international stature is being organized by our IIT BHU and computer engineering department especially. And the topic is computational intelligence, which is very much relevant for today's need. In our days, as already been discussed by Professor Kansal, that we just started learning these names. In chemical engineering especially, we have experienced the uses of neural networking, simulation, modeling, etc. But the name artificial intelligence, IoT, machine learning, this came later on. But yes, in today's scenario, and especially in the COVID, we have seen how much relevant and of utility these kind of technologies are. And Industry 4, especially in all over the world, is totally dependent on these tools and technique. So once again, let me congratulate the organizer, and I hope the deliberation during the event will certainly enrich the knowledge in the desired field, desired domain, and our students, especially who are masters, doing masters or PhD, will be learning a lot out of this particular conference. So thank you for inviting me. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir. Now I would like to invite Dr. Deepak Gupta, alumnus of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Technical University, Delhi Technological University, and Inatel, Brazil, convener of DoSCI 2022, to propose a vote of thanks.
Thank you, Gaurav. On behalf of Organizing Committee of Doctoral Symposium on Computational Intelligence, DoSCI 2022, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to the governing management, faculties, staff, and students of Organizing Institutes, Institute of Engineering and Technology, our constituent college of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, Technical University, Lucknow, and University of Calabria, Italy. The keynote speakers from USA, UK, Italy, and Romania, our panelists, delegates, session chairs, paper presenters, and participants of this symposium from 16 countries. The presence of our esteemed delegates, Honorable Vice Chancellor, AKTU, Professor Pradeep Kumar Mishra ji, Professor Valentina E. Balas from Oral University of Arad, Romania, Professor Vineet Kansal, sir, Director, IIT Lucknow, Professor D.S. Yadav, General Chair and HOD CSC Department, IIT Lucknow, Professor Giancarlo Fortino, our General Chair from Italy, during the conference is a further testimony to our sincere pursuit to achieve nothing less than the best, who have long trail of success behind them. I would like to thank our keynote speakers, Professor Danda B. Rawat from Howard University, USA, Dr. Neelam Sharma from CMU, USA, Professor Yu Dong Zhang from University of Leicester, UK. We are grateful to them for accepting the invitation to take part in DoSCI 2022 and share their expertise and knowledge on the topic with the participant of this symposium. I would like to thank our sponsors, student volunteers, reviewers, authors, and publishing partner for their constant support in organizing this symposium. At last, I would like to thank our student volunteers for smoother conduction of the symposium in hybrid and online mode due to COVID-19 pandemic. Now I'm happy to announce that this Doctor Symposium is a grand success. It is an honor for me to thank you to participate in DoSCI 2022. Thank you so much. Over to Gaurav.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone. With this, we end our inaugural session. Now we move on to the presentation sessions by the authors and the keynote sessions, which will start by 5 p.m. The authors are requested to wait here, and they will soon be assigned to their respective session rooms. All the authors are requested to kindly change their display name to session number - paper ID. After the session, it's mandatory for participants to rejoin for the keynote session.
Gaurav, this would start at 2:45. What?
So this session, yes, sir. This would start at 2:45, and the presentations would start at 2:45, and the keynote speakers would start speaking at 5.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much.
All the participants are requested to please rename their profile name as a session number - paper ID so that we can easily assign you to your session respective rooms. All the session chairs, if they have joined, then they are also requested to please rename their profile name as their name and within bracket their session number in which they are a session chair.
Session is still live at YouTube or?
Session, the main room will be live on YouTube. This is the main